show you how to mount the light bar onto the tripod. The tripod has those two white holders where the tripod is going to drop, or sorry, the light bar is going to drop into each one of these. And when you get the light bar, you'll notice it's in a really compact state. And these two arms have the ability to move like this and also like this. So they can really move around a lot. And what that means for you is trying to get them into position so they can drop into place. That's what you're looking for right there. I don't think you can do it backwards. I've yet to see someone do that. So you keep working on it, and then you do it 2 or 3 times, it's going to be easy as pie. So you just take them, drop one at a time in, and then you're good. The light bar itself has the ability with these knobs to move up and down. You're going to want to keep the bar itself on a horizontal plane to the earth. And go ahead and tighten those down real nice. Don't be afraid to over tighten them. I haven't broken those. And I have really big muscular hands. So go ahead and tighten those up real nice. Here's the Velcro straps. You really need to keep these on until these are in place. When you go to take these off, do not forget to put your Velcro straps back on first. So I'm basically looking like that. And by the way, I put this on backwards. It is possible to do that. We have made provisions to do that with a long enough cable so you can reach this around and plug it in like that. The reason why you'd want to do that is if you were doing your own personal sessions and maybe you wanted to change the frequency generator a lot. Otherwise, it's designed to be like this. So this part faces the client, where you have the volume knobs facing the client so they can reach over and adjust these as needed. So once again, just grabbing these, popping it in place. And now we can take these Velcro straps off. The reason why it's set up like that is because of the fulcrum point and how stable it is. So it's far more stable to have everything set up the way it is, and weight and clients and things like that. So that's the ideal way to do it. Once that's in place, we'll go over connecting all the other parts. But we also have this part, which we can go over real quick. And I'm just moving this so you can see it easy. And we go ahead and move these into position. You're going to see rubber pieces underneath. To get the rubber rings in place, first mate the ring to the associated crystal. On this particular one, we can see that there is a shape to it. The thinner side is going to be pointing up. In this case, if this Vogel holder was pointed upwards, this is how it would sit inside there. And on one edge, there's a definite indentation that goes around the top. That indentation is going to follow the contour of this. And we just work it around and sit it in. You don't have to worry about it being super tight, because once the crystal's in place, it expands that rubber ring. And makes it nice and tight. You can go ahead and give it a liberal push down, and when you push it nice and hard, it's going to expand that ring and prevent it from popping out or anything like that. The reason why the ring is on the top is so if you didn't put it in 100% perfect, it still would sit there and not fall through. And so that's the mounting of these particular. So we're going to go over how to install these struts onto the light bar. The light bar needs to be in the all the way up position. And on these struts there are little holes, and there are little catch-alls that are on springs, and you push those back to reveal the hole in its entirety. And so you're just going to pull those back, sit it onto the ball joint, and then you're done. And that still gives you full movement, and what that does is gives a little bit extra oomph to get these back up, because again the crystals weigh more. If you need to take those off, you pull down, pull off, and you're good. You can take these off completely, and you may not even need them, but they are there if you find that you need a little bit extra oomph to get them up and down. There is no right way to put these on. You can put it on with the white side up or the black side up, does not matter. So let's talk about the light bar a little bit. We've got the adjustment knobs on either side that allow the light bar to move up or down. We keep the light bar pretty much level with the massage table. So sometimes these knobs have to be turned pretty hard. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's a slight purplish glow, and that is the UV light. We're going to turn that off real quick and turn it back on, and then you can see it glow again. So that is controlled with the frequency generator. So if you need to adjust these to certain clients, you can move them back and forth. Getting them all in different positions. The ones for the head and the root chakra, they are exactly one segment longer. So all the other ones, B through F, have 1, 2, 3, 4 segments, and 5 including the big one. And then this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 including the big one. So basically one segment bigger, which kicks these out a little bit further. The reason why we do that is so you can get these down and pointed into the client. And then the other ones are going straight like this. And we do that so you can get more of the energy pointed where it needs to be. Because the root and the crown are going to be out of the range of the body. And so let's turn on the lights. And so what we have with this setup right now, we'll do it lengthwise to try to get a better view. And so right now we have it stationary. This would be the crown going all the way down to the root, root being red. And when we push program button right there, it's going to change the lights. So now we set it to the next one, which pulses the same light system. And we push it again. Since we have so many different programs to choose from, we keep it simple, and instead of trying to memorize everything, we say, okay, let's walk our client through each program by pushing the program button and seeing which one they like. Program again. will bring us into the first set where we used to have purple here and now we have red. So it depends on which direction the massage table and this are set up. So if it was one direction, you'd have purple on the other side or purple on this side. So, it's up to how it's set up. Pushing that again, it's going to flash those colors. You use a program over and over again, and you want to keep it in memory, push set. And so what that will do is when you hit the reset button on the front of the control panel, everything shuts off. When you let it go back on, it will always come back to that immediately. And so those are the lights. We can also, while I'm sitting here with it, we can also play around with the light bar quite a bit. We can move it back and forth, get it at a certain angle. So if you're on a lounge chair, let's say, you can have it at an angle. And you can have it in really very interesting ways. You can have somebody sitting on a chair. I set these up very strangely so you can see that we can also set this up for cranial work. If someone's sitting on a chair, then their head is right here, and then you have 1, 2, 3 different lights pointed directly into the main part of their head, with these 2 lights pointing in at the sides with all those crystals. You can set it up for pure white. And give them a healthy dose of love in that way. By the way, if we pull out the SD card, you will find that there's going to be a whole series of different light patterns that are not a part of the normal operating. These are little Easter eggs of the system. And so they're in there in full-time memory. So that's the long and short of it. Thanks so much.